And so another begins. My throat is that. Hello. Welcome along. I want to try and crack on with this story. At the very minimum, I want to try and get through it to where it is now. Because I'm actually going to be away next week, so I'm not going to be streaming. So ideally, I want to come back and not have anything to think about. I can just go straight into it and then I can just review it in my own time. So it may just be story, it may be some more Minecraft, I don't know, but we'll see where we get to. But in the meantime, we need to get on with this story. Yeah, that's fine. Right, chapter 4. So they've now walked in there. Yep, so there's Fiona Wonderland. Oh yeah, I've also added a new command. Art. Basically, I'm sick and tired of getting people coming in and asking about art and things like that. So there's now a command for it to hopefully get people to shut up about it. As much as I don't mind, I kind of want people to focus on the stream and not try and sell their art on my stream. Right. Chapter 4. Right. Technological Wonderland. Actually, I'm just going to clear this chat. Clear chat. Oh, right, fair enough. Right. Wonderland. Covered in green. Some sort of a lab of sorts. Yeah, that makes sense. Covered in green, red, and cream, and it has a shape and form and terminal. Nice without which in a house that was designed to be clean felt out of place. Yep. And on some of the walls to the right were metal doors, presumably in other areas. One of them was open, leading to a corridor with other areas. So one room was a giant round sofa with a simple round table in the middle. Along some of the walls there were metal doors, presumably in the other area, leading to a corridor. Yeah, because there's one there. Yeah, so there's one to the immediate right. There's one to sort of. Because if you're thinking about it like from north, there's one east, there's one southeast, there's one northeast. The sofa is in the middle. The computer is to the west. And then the door they came through is to the south. And the door to the church is through the north. Right, got it. To the left of the room, what do you want to do? Yeah, I can add a comma. To the left of the room was the most imposing mass computer setup, shaped to look like a copy in a futuristic plane. So there's a 6, 8, 10. They kept counting. They kept counting. They kept increasing. That might be a better way of saying it. Stacked on top of each other. Some of the screens had maps on them, some of them had text, one of them was showing up to open hours, which seemed odd. Until they saw something else, a figure. They couldn't make out the figure clearly. In fact, all they saw was a giant office chair, black leather. But someone must have been there watching the show. Next to them was a giant flask, along with some carrot sticks and a green dip, which was hard to distinguish. Sophia and Terry were mesmerised by the setup while Cynthia had followed them in. They all looked towards the monitors, we were some heaven to them. Bex, darling, we have guests. Say hello. Yay! No. There's a label, the one really giant maroon hoodie, black leggings, and scruffy trainers. All in a mug containing whatever beverage must have been in the flask. Sophia felt like she recognized the individual until it twigged Maria. She was the same individual. Oh, hi, nice to see you. Terry has no way back. What's for you? Did I see that's just better than what do you? If I do it like that, are you happy? Yeah, that's better. Oh, let's get that. There we go. So we were in the room. She had snapped. She had spent 3 months worrying about a partner, and now one day she had found him. Make sure I got this right. Found him, lost him, found him again. Watched him kill someone in the creepy courtyard, lost him again, been told to go to the house, and so he was to the basement in the house, some secret room for me, with the museum. Yeah, that makes sense. Enough was enough, she wanted answers. There we are. She turned to the other thing. The blood in her face clearly showing she wanted answers, and she didn't care how she got them. Enough. Or do I want to space it out in I have had enough? That seems a better way to do it. Yeah, and the aggression. All day I have been thrown from room to room. I have witnessed things I never thought I would see. She was throwing words around. All men have occasion had gone, but she was timid. She took a giant breath and continued. Where is he? Where is Jack? Why was he in that courtyard? And what are we doing here? Answer me. Her voice shook by Cynthia stayed silent. Her smile no longer there. Just make sure that's muted. She knew she talked with him long enough now they deserved the truth. You want to see your answers down there? She pointed towards the open corridor. You better not be lying. Sophia replied as she stormed towards the corridor, Terry following her in quick pursuit. I'm going to break up that sentence. Yeah, let me quickly read it. Yeah, that's fine. Let me quickly look over. Yeah, that's broken. Yeah, that's broken. The corridor itself was the same as anything. I mean, marble, stone, more cream, green, and red. Marble. Marble and stone. That seems marble and stone with more cream, green, and red. The corridor had 2 rooms, one on each side. There was glass so you could see into the rooms. They were black. Yeah, break that sentence up. They were black with green lines intersecting inside the left room was the one thing Sophia wanted to see. The one thing she could remember was Jack. Still in his unusual clothing, he didn't notice Sophia. He was too busy fighting someone with a hologram of sorts. A figure made entirely of green wires. There was a training room, and the figure was a projection. No, this was a training room, and the figure was a projection. Terry noticed cameras built into the wall while Sophia was fixated on Jack. Jack was too busy doing with the hologram, using his blades to parry, defend, and attack at lightning speed. Right to the hologram position. Break that sentence up. He had a face of determination. The sweat was flying off his forehead. He was in the zone. Oh, that sounds so cheesy. He was in the zone. He was focused. That's a better way to say it. that the correct film was focused? Yep. He was focused. But Sophia was determined to get his attention. Jessie screamed at the window, banging it as hard. Banging as hard as she could, even using both fists to try and break it. Nothing. He kept on sparring, paying no attention. There we are. He can't hear you, said Cynthia, who had now joined Sophia alongside Terry. Her tone had changed. Yeah, that sentence should probably be. The room is soundproof. Okay. It's designed to shut out all distractions, plus the glass is only one way. Even if he wanted to see you, he wouldn't be able to. Sophia wasn't giving up that easily. She walked over to the door leading to the room, another metal door. No handle but a button to the left. She pressed the button, nothing. Pressed it again, nothing. She slammed it again and again, nothing. She passed her shoulder into the door, nothing. She pushed into the door, nothing. Nothing. She didn't move the door, it was shut. She stormed back to Cynthia. She walked over to the door leading into the room, another metal door, no handle. Okay. She pressed the button, nothing. Pressed it again, nothing. She slammed it again and again. She slammed it repeatedly? Repeatedly, nothing. She passed her shoulder into it. And then she pushed into it. Nothing. Nothing. She didn't move the door. Open the door now. Yeah, I can't. Cynthia replied, plain face, the rage. What do you mean you can't? I can't. There's a program running. Until that program finishes, the door is locked. Can't you in the program? You have that magic watch. Yeah, that's right. But let's punctuate it, because we're looking to really punctuate it. No. No, I don't really want Cynthia to say no. No. The program can only be controlled by whoever is in the room. Besides, for the best that you're at here. If you stormed in there, Hunter may think you're an enemy and come after you. Jack would recognize me. You recognize me? Is there a better way to say recognize? Thesaurus, why are you over here? I really need to bring you closer next time. Recognized. Recession. Rebuff. Recall. Recantation. Receive. Receipt. Reception. Receptive. How are you spelling recognize? Oh, C-O. Okay. Record. Reconstruct. Recommend. Reconcile. Reconciliation. C-O-G. Recognition. Recognize. Excuse me. Jack would recognize me. Identify? Here's the question. First off, here's the question: why am I getting so many Insane in the Rain? This isn't shuffle, isn't it? It's on shuffle. Because here's the thing: Jack would recognize me. He recognized me back at the coin. Let me think about this. Let me highlight this for a second. And let me actually switch. Can I get something that's not jazz? Jack would recognize me. He recognized me back at the courtyard. He would recognize me now. What state is she in? Because that's the question. She's in a fit of rage. Open the door now. What do you mean you can't? Can't you end the program? Then you have that magical. Jack would recognize me. He recognized me back at the courtyard. He would recognize me. Because the question is, he recognized me back at the courtyard. He would recognize me now. Would Sophia think to use other language in a situation like this? Or would she be so filled with rage that actually that wouldn't be necessary? I think she'd be filled with rage. And I don't think it needs that. Here and there, not right now though. He's in deep. His senses are trained to kill. If he sends someone else, if he felt, let's have a look. Because they are technically his senses, so that is correct. That is atomically correct. Sense. His senses are trained to kill. If he sensed appreciation, awareness, understanding, comprehension, discernment, feeling, sensation, perception. Again, would she say something like that though? Would she know? Would she know? His senses are trained to kill. Not right now though. He is in deep focus. His senses are trained to kill. If he said someone else was in the room, he could easily mistake them for an enemy and kill them. Yeah, that makes sense. That's why the door is locked from the inside, to protect everyone else. Sophia said, Sophia looked hard. Her original name, she was still angry. Break up that sentence. No. If I may ask a question, why do you keep calling him Hunter and his name is Jack? Yes, but his name is Hunter in the Crossing. Break up that sentence. I mean, he's a name character. Well, he can't use his real name. Sorry. Oh, what? Thank God I muted. a Nightmare Killer. Both Sophia and Terry replaced by the name. How about I explain it on with you, please? Sophia immediately responded. Finally, someone was going to give her answers where she wanted. Let's do this off before beginning. Right. We are currently in another world. I don't know how this world exists or why it exists or anything like that. All I know is that currently we are in another world. This world used to be home to a great city, one that was prosperous, flourishing, the people were happy. But then disaster came in the form of darkness. Shadows started appearing, what we call nightmares. Break up that sentence. They started tearing the city apart, killing anyone who stood in their way, driving people away from their homes. We call it the Reckoning. Now the city is as you saw it, lifeless, devoid of people, and now darkness hangs over it. Yet this world is still under attack by nightmares. For some reason it seems this world we're in? We are. Yeah. For some reason it seems this world we're in links with our world and another world known as Asteria. We know little about Asteria. We know that Lord Byron apparently resides over it. Resides over it. Break that up. He took over Asteria through darkness. He rules over. He rules it with authority, fear, violence, and now he seeks this world. She paused to take a breath and continue. There we are. From what we can gather, people migrate from Asteria to this world. They are able to create break that sentence up. They were able to create connections between two worlds, and now Lord Byron must use that connection to take this world, using it as a platform to take our own world. That's why we call it the Crossing. It seems to connect Earth and Asteria together, and he wants to rule over all of it. That's why he sends his minions, or nightmares as we call them. He's trying to find a way to get to Earth. Break that sentence up. Once he makes that connection, he has a platform to launch an attack, one which people on Earth are not prepared for. That's why the Nightmare Killers exist. We exist to stop Lord Byron and protect Earth. As Sophia and Terry would have been shocked on this day, now they truly were, when it was hard to believe they were here and it didn't make sense of the big scheme of things. Mysterious coordination. Don't want to break that sentence up. Well, I was hard to believe they were here and it didn't make sense of the big scheme of things. Pause. The mysterious courtyard, the shadowy figure. Fair enough. That was a bit of a cut. The pause. It did all make sense. But even if it did, could it be believed that there was a secret world which joined Earth and this other world? Yeah, stick with him. Which joined Earth and this other world together. But even if it did, could it be believed that there was a secret world which joined Earth and this other world together and this Lord wanted to take over all of it? It all seemed so far-fetched, but they couldn't ignore the fact that it matched everything they had witnessed, so it had to make sense, didn't it? Okay. Said Sophia, taking her time to think through everything carefully before speaking. I have a number of questions. Fire away. Replied Cynthia, calm and collected. How do you know this world used to be? We've been scouring the city, looking at clues, looking at us. We managed to find some evidence to suggest there was life before us. We also have eyewitness accounts. You managed to not necessarily that, but we managed to figure things out and help a few people. How do you know about Ast? Yeah, and why don't you just go to where there's Lord Byron? Again, we've spoken to people that know of it, and if we had a way in there, we would. But we only know to get to the crossing, we can't get any further. But wait, I jumped in. I still. You're gone to anyone. No. We were trying to we were stunned. The stories we could have imagine the stories we could have told. No, I'm right. Told about this, not told. The money we could have made by promoting this across media, but it wasn't to be. The portal started closing. I managed to know. I'm an escape. I'm tired of it. She paused to try and hold herself together. He was too entranced. Hypnotized? Let's have a look. Captivated by this new world. He was too captivated by this new world, and by the time we looked at the ball, it was too late. It closed. He was gone. Silent. Back, but you managed to hold most of them back. However, something was playing Sophia. And as rude, what she had to ask. If you don't mind me asking, you said your husband never got back. Yeah, when years ago to the pro. Yes, a few years ago, we were told that he had died during a canoeing accident. He got caught in Coronas. His body was never found. Yes. Replied Cynthia. That is what the statement said, but that is not the truth. The truth is I lost him that day. I didn't get him back. I didn't find him. I was saying about to find him again. I spent years researching ways to travel to another world. I followed Break. That sentence up. I followed conspiracy blogs, rumors of another world. I heard back some of the technical side of things. Break. That sentence up. Actually, we found our way back to this world 3 years ago, so we set up shop here. That was when we started learning of Lord Byron, of his plan, his scheme, at that point. At that point, I felt like I had to do what I can for who I could see my husband. I had to do who I could see. Yes, Cynthia paused again. 6 months ago, we found up to the skull. We took it out for testing. It was a match with his DNA. Paired in him. She was Jim. Break it there. Okay. As an Cynthia tells her she was Jim at this point, there was no reason she was lying. But even so, it's not anymore. I'm sorry for that. He was a vegetarian, smiled. It was difficult to but she needed to. She wanted to come. I know if he had made it back, he would have been telling the world about it. Break that sentence up. That's why I made something on media. I made fun. Yeah, but also with Tyler. He would have loved to see me in media. He was his passion after all. What was ours and questions to Emma. What about Jack? How did he end up here? I think I did. He stumbled in the bottom. Then this portal opens. He walked straight in. Him with the portal closed behind him. He ended up stumbling on our base by chance. I'll never forget the day one of the nightmares had found him. He had managed to escape. He had managed to escape him, but not. But his clothing was torn. He had cuts on his body which were bleeding. But he was still standing. I remember looking into his eyes, and I found something. This power, this aura. There was just something about him. It was different. Still practicing. Still practicing with the hologram. Still practicing with the hologram. Break that sentence up. Jeez, but with wonder, with amazing explanation, I seem trapped by hunter. Is that we go? Oh, that's something. No. So you don't need to worry about that. There was one thing I noticed. That was odd. Yeah, this is the other bit as well. Yeah. There. Glove on it. Sophia hadn't noticed it, but now she though Sophia didn't find this. It was quite unusual in her world. Only one. So I can't remember. Cynthia made the pair turn their heads to one. It was an odd thing to say. No, actually, no. That is covering the darkness from him. What? The darkness from him. It seems like he holds some darkness. I've tried asking him about it, but he always shuts me out. When he gained his powers, that's when the darkness started spreading. Only recent years. That's when he finally told me about it. Cut that short. Whatever. He wears the glove to hide the darkness. He says it's an aesthetic choice, but everyone knows why he's wearing it. He believes that the stronger you can pierce the darkness and be rid of it. And is it? No, if anything, the stronger he gets, the stronger the darkness gets. Is that bad? I mean, what do you mean by he has darkness within him? For some reason, the ideas of light and darkness are not. They are reality. Everyone has light or dark, but this world seems to manifest them and give them power. We haven't seen what the power of light can do, but we know what darkness can do. Darkness can corrupt, it can sway people, turn them power hungry, it can change for the worst. I need to break. I'll be back in a minute. Ba, 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 ba. Right, sorry about that. I had to stickers and business, right. No, they ain't destroy. Yeah. For some reason the ideas of light and darkness are not just ideas, they are reality. Yeah. Everyone has light or darkness within them. Sometimes this word seems to amplify them, manifest them, and give them power. We haven't seen what the power of light can do, but we know what darkness can do. Darkness can corrupt. That's why people turn the power on you, change them for the worse. You can change them. That's what the nightmares are. People who chose to be corrupted by darkness. That's why they possess the powers they do. Hunter has the same power in it. It's just that he refuses. He refuses to let it take over him. But the more he fights, break up this sentence. But the more he fights the nightmare, the more power he gains, the stronger that darkness within him becomes, and the more chance he has of becoming corrupted by it. Haven't you tried to help him with it? I tried to. Didn't want to happen. He keeps telling me this is his problem and he will sort it out himself. No one else needs to worry. Have you tried to stop him? What if he wasn't a knight? That's alright. I don't know if it would or not. The reality though is that it's the best chance we have of stopping the nightmares. The skill he possesses is far beyond any of the nightmares or any of the nightmare killers for that. He's our best of us, regardless of whether he's corrupted or we need him. Are you sure you've tried hard enough? It seems you're not intent to amongst darkness. Sophie, since you looked with her eyes narrow and mouth turned down. Sophia quickly got the message. Plenty of times. This felt a heart without Sophia. He was kind. And he even managed to open. Yeah, no, that's the right spelling, yeah. Was he? This fell out with how Sophia remembered Jack. He was kind. He was kind, caring, considerate, and he even managed. He had even managed. And he had even managed to open up to her. Was he really such a different person? Had he really changed his material last together? No! No, shut up. As she was considering the sound of a portal, I got no attention. Break that sentence up. They looked toward the main room. And so I figured what towards backs. It was still Cynthia started walking towards them, so yeah. After. Yeah, break up that sentence. Once into the main room. Main hall. Keep it as room for now. They recognized the one who gave the card. The OSS didn't pick up anything. Said to back. Doesn't look like there's a weak spot in that area. Disappointing. X, who started inputting information on the monitor. Appeared. I'll have a look at the damn tool. Let me tell you when it's the only podcast for boss gets Marty at you. Smell. See you too. This is cashier. 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 Sorry, Luna. Let's explain. Tell them what you were doing. Yes, after you two took your lead over this these are points where the fabric between realities is at its weakest, and where someone could feasibly break through the crossovers in reality without using portals. Wait, the fabric between realities? Understand that each world seems to have points that join in with other worlds. There's these points where someone can make a connection with another world. So the poles you use, how much point there? This big explanation. The portals are a manifestation of dark energy, allowing people to travel from one point to another, even traveling through different worlds. Break. However, you need to be able to make a connection with both points. That needs to be reality. No. Even traveling through different, that needs to be realities. However, you need to have a connection both points. The nightmares currently have no connection to Earth, meaning the only evolved true happens to Earth. Thank you. It's through a reality shift, where two worlds join up with each other. Once they make connection with Earth, they could then use their portals to go from Earth to Asteria and back whenever they like, thus making a connection. Once they make a connection to Earth, they could then use their portals to go from Earth to Asteria and back whenever they like, thus achieving their goal. Or what? Now, no, ignore that. I've got a comma there. No, I want to break one of these. Oh no, I've seen it in the past. I've never seen by anyone. So even if they could find a reality shift, they wouldn't be strong enough to break through it. Our job is to find a reality shift in the first place, meaning they wouldn't be strong enough to break through in the first. No, our job. They will never have an opportunity to break through in the first place. No, change that. Let's begin the swing edge champ. Towards the monitors while she's looking from back to face the group. Before you how to get here? Well, if enough dark energy manages to gather in the same space at the same time, we can create a power surge, what I call a phantom pull. One which no one controls from many. Just to latch onto two random points, creating the pull. Aim through. Stop. However, when the darkness disperses, there's enough dark energy. Self-loss and collapses and someone disappears. And if no one discovers it, there's no one the wiser. No one is none the wiser. Having satisfied itself, you should learn towards a TV show while taking a bite out of a carrot stick. So if you and Terry are now trying to press this new information, everyone just gone there and everything else. Not something I'm going to the back of Bash Shepherd and never look. Full identities with precise detail. Apologies about that. Trying to break the silence. Thank you. Everyone is just in a carrot stick. Well, I think that is my cue. So leave, if you'll excuse me, ring the bell. I imagine you just to move things on. I'm sure. Now they decided. And they go more. They follow through a door to the right and up a stone step. It's like they had seen that day. Right. Oh, one chapter down. Right. If I can get to the end of chapter 6 tonight, then that means tomorrow I can do 7, 8, 9. The trio emerged from the stones into a place of beauty. By this time, unexpected, and this was no different. They'd emerged into a church, specifically an aisle to the side. Break that. As they emerged, they were greeted by a giant stone wall with arches carved into it. Within those arches was stained glass. Windows, simple design, no room, no symbol. Up each one. Through the glass they could see the dark skin and the same as this on the courtyard. This was either the same place they were before or a very good production set. Even Terry was telling me this from what he saw him. From what he saw him, we had to fake it. Break. No. It was here, right. She's gone. There was go. Cynthia already made her way to the central area. They really got a glimpse of the central. Glimpse. Of the central. This time. Cynthia had already made her way to the central area of the church. As they headed over, they got a glimpse of this, of the central area. Of this area. Might be a better way. I had a bench as far as I could see. More arches that stood on either side. This time away from the wall with columns either side, stretching up into the ceiling. Wooden beams crisscrossing, supporting the arch roof. At the far end was a giant wooden door, closed and bolted shut with more stained glass windows above the door, truly magnificent glass. There was no light within the church, no candle or electric, nothing either, even due to the window screens and light from darkness outside, but because what was at the centre of this church. Where Sophia and Terry would normally expect an altar or stand for ceremonies, instead an open chamber stood. An altogether shaped wall surrounded the chamber with 4 archways, one on each side, made easy access. The floor had a circular mosaic pattern engraved into its circles of red and white tiles alternating. Black and white tiles? Yeah, where does the red come from? And in the middle of the chamber were orbs, flowing orbs. Hundreds and hundreds of flowing orbs, each giving off a white glorious light up the building, slowly flowing up and down far beyond the ceiling of the chamber, but never leaving its vicinity. The pair traced the orbs up into a tower which went higher than the rest of the ceiling, extending high above them, filled with orbs drifting between each other. The trio was stood at the edge of the chamber. Break that up. Even for Cynthia, the sight of the column of orbs was still breathtaking. No matter how many times she took it in, it was still the same. Terry, however, even the unexpected couldn't have prepared him for something like this. Just how something like this existed was mind-blowing. These are spirits. A voice there. Oh. It seems that when the same people pass away, the spirit is transported to this chamber, where their spirits remain drifting up and down the tower. Unfortunately, that's pretty much all I know about the spirits and how they got here. So, comma, you don't know how they got to the church again. Sweet, I don't even know how this church is standing. This place should have been destroyed in the reckoning, and yet it stands here, pristine as ever was. It seems that this church repels the nightmare somehow. Whatever it is, break this sentence up. This place, they can't seem to get anywhere near it. That's how we said about it below. We don't have to worry about the nightmares attacking us while this place stands. The pair stared at Cynthia. They were so many questions. But even though the answer seemed like a fruitless exercise. The trio was uninterested by a pair of spirits drifting to the edge of the chamber, a ghostly aura shining from them. They approached her as fear moving them down as if they were examining the newcomers. All the while the pair felt a strange sensation. A sensation of power. Their legs, arms, their entire bodies were running with power. Coursing? Run away, run down, running, running. Russian. Russian seems like a better way to do it. They let each other realizing they were having the same feeling. They had never felt such strength, such energy. They felt like they could strike the world with everything they had. They turned to the spirits and examining the pair. Was it the spirits that were giving them those feelings? The church? The chamber? Or was it? Eventually, the spirits drifted off back into the main pack, and with that sensation the pair of them disappeared. It must have been the spirits, then they thought, but why? Or was it about the spirits that gave them this feeling? Well, the pair were trying to piece it all together, so something new inspired her. She had seen us fall, she knew what it meant, and it was what she wanted. I have to go again, sorry. Apologies. I keep getting interrupted tonight. So, Cynthia said, you felt it. The power. You felt this powerful. No, I've seen that before. I know what that feeling means. Could you explain? Sure. Do you want to say anything across the wisdom? There wasn't a perfect condition, some of it was still readable. seemed. So, just... There we go, right. It seemed to be some sort of journal from one of the inhabitants. It was written in a different language, one never seen on Earth. Thankfully we were aware of this language thanks to translation. Turns out the migrants from Mysteria were the first to live here. They were inhabitants before they arrived. From what we can tell, these people lived in harmony with each other, sharing culture, knowledge, food. But there was one thing that the natives didn't share with the migrants. Genetically, they had an advantage. They had the power to assault. The sentence said, hairs rising all over the pair. Howard son wouldn't even have the power to do something like that, simply continued. The natives were born with a special gene. We couldn't decipher the name of it, so we call it the twin gene. It allowed them to harness the spirit. Break that sentence up. In doing so, they merged with the spirit, gained strength and power beyond anything we've seen. These needs had the power to summon weapons, control elements to a degree, and perform aerobatic acrobatics. The world has never witnessed. It's like two people taking control of one body, two loss of strength, energy, and power in one body. It's remarkable, and I'm going to break up that sentence. It's remarkable, and it's what you saw in the courtyard. Hunter has that ability, that power. He has a spirit inside of him. That's why you saw him the way he was. The glove in the Master Blade is all because of the spirit inside. Is that what you call him, Hunter? No, he's called Hunter to protect. In the costume we don't use our real names, if they're not. I'll break up that sentence. If the name is to succeed, if the public will have to find operation. They could threaten them as a means of form. So he will. The mask is a form of the twin gene. The mask is the mark of someone who's merged with dangerous, but it could okay fine. The mask is the mark of someone with a moving spirit. It's symbolized. Bond. Break that up. While someone is in that form, the mask is permanently connected. It gives the idea to use code names. In a way, it's a blessing. And the chains. The chains in the miniature. Just the data. See his keeping locked away inside. Sure. Wait, you said while they're in. So they can just change it. Spirit. Be you. And the same. He has a spirit inside him, no spirit. Well, we can tell every spirit seems to have powers, but those powers are unique to each spirit individual. There we go. I'm going to break up that sentence. Finally, there's particular. No, I'm over there. I don't. It was through Jeanette, yeah. We don't exactly know how they received the gene, but we have a working theory. At the time of the reckoning, a few survivors fled to Earth. We're not sure of the time. Period. What scriptures about we school there? Survivors have been around since the Egyptians. After their escape, they decided to abandon their history and culture in fear. For fear of the darkness catching up to them. So instead they lived with them as humans, no one none the wiser. Over time they made families, they incorporated themselves in our world, the twin gene, showing where the majority where much of the human race has the twin gene. because no one knew about it, it has been done for centuries until the scientists. It was only with the hunter that we know about it. That we know now. The day the spirit became the form we see today. It's how we found out that Lord Byron is staring in the long we know now. We were only many after the final gene. We also found a way to detect it in blood tests. In short, those energy and certain blood levels are higher. Wait, Sophie, said Arantxa. What are thoughts on Kra? So the power that we just felt was the same one, and they managed to merge with spirits, and the gene tried to be as a spirit of centuries. So that means Terry Twitch on Twitter. Sophia was saying if we did YouTube possess Queen. We search up and find signals. They've been exhausted. Think that they possess the same power. They could achieve the same feats unimaginable. Terry did snap out of it for a moment to question one thing. I had my way. The charm. Yeah, okay, so why are you telling them? You might. Well, I would like to join the name of killer. She didn't deny what she was seeing or hearing, but the request was too far for her liking. What? No. You want us to join this team of yours. You have the twin. Okay. You have the power. You could each harness a spirit. Possess a spirit. Also, nightmares from finding. Thank you for the follow. And now it's going to double the next time someone falls. Thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy lurking. You could each the spirit helps the nightmares from finding Earth. Oh, that. Sorry, I was wondering what you were trying to say. No, it's if I used the film version, it probably would have got copyright to hell. So I used the Lego version instead. But thank you. Enjoy lurking or watching. You can eat the spirit helps. Also, if you want to read it, this is a story. This is my story that I'm currently going through. If you want to read it, exclamation story. Or you can read what is currently on there. I'm literally just going through it right now and just sort of getting back up to scratch with it, but also just making some editing adjustments basically. But please enjoy. You can use just the spirit, helps the language and find it. But if what you say is true, so can many other specifically because I'm going to say hunter. As soon as those words listen, all this time she'd been worried about Jack. She came because she wanted to know about Jack. Now she was finding what she wanted. Except she started worrying again with the sentient by save. She listened intently as Cynthia continued. Drag that down. Well, that's a measure of spirit. He started developing that. We had no idea how it happened, it just did, wasn't it? That's what over time it started to show. His attitude started to change. He started to become more recluse. It was only when I confronted him about it did he finally turn now. Because that seems weird. It was only when I confronted him about him did he finally tell me about it. After I saw the black mark on his hand, he refuses to let us help him. He keeps telling us that he's dealing with it, but it's only getting worse. The longer he leaves it, the longer the darkness will grow, and eventually it will take him. That's why I want you two to join to save him. He's talked a lot about you two, particularly you, Sophia. He's very fond of you. It seems like he's had a reaction to seeing the two of you. Not a lot. No. Not a lot fazed him nowadays, but you two got to him somehow. If you two were to somehow open him up. No, that's a repeat of somehow. If you two were to open him up, get him to some way. Yeah, that makes sense. Get him talking, remind him of who he used to be. Perhaps that's not fate, just maybe. It's not much, but it's the only plan. Sophia's heart fled out the dark. The fact he was fun. Sophia, the love of life gone through, has disappeared. And again. But she also now had a chance to save him from his darkness. Break up that sentence. The emotions stirred inside of her, thinking about what to do next. Tyrion was still skeptical. She wasn't moving her Jack in the first place. He was sorry, but Sophia thought she could do better than him. Now he's been told. He didn't talk too much. When they were hanging out with each other, what are you even saying about her behind her back? Something just didn't sit right with Terry. She had to bring it up. She had to bring. Okay, so let me get this right. This world got taken over by Dallas. People fled to our own spread the Sheena in the world. Her partner. Yeah. Yep. He merged with the spirit, starts developing dark. That's inside of him. Now he's this moody person and you want to join your group and stop him. Yes. Break that sentence up. Yes. Cynthia replied. It's pretty simple when you put it like that. She was very aware that Terry wasn't believing everything she said. She had to use her charm to convince Terry this was the right thing to do. Plus she had a secret weapon. So how exactly would this work? We each have careers and lives. We can't exactly drop them to go gallivanting around this place. Startling to return to face Cynthia. This isn't the safest place to argue, Cynthia said. Even if church edges, we still must be careful over ground. Let's head back to the facility. We moved ahead and started walking back towards where they came from. She said, upon walking down the staircase to the facility, Bax was typing away at the computer, still looking through the data Luna brought back. Luna mentioned casual clothes, baggy t-shirt. As he was down the hall, wanted to see the hunter again. So she headed back down. Well, stabbed it straight through the stomach or not. He was here, so took a moment to recover his breath, having just finished the green session. Luna had seen enough and walked away, heading elsewhere. Sophia said, she was told nightmares and miracles, he stayed with church, but control the darkness within him. Sophia started thinking about the time spent together, trying to find anything that was strange or unusual. Nothing. There was his job, he said he was a local TV station as a researcher, but Sophia now knew that was a lie. He used to wear big comfy clothing, he would have had a slim fit, and he used to be honest with her. He used to spend an hour with snuff. Talking about any. No, because that's a repeat of. Because there's a repeat of together. It felt so genuine, it felt so real, and yet it meant anything wrong. Something was wrong, and Sophia wanted to help, no matter what the cost. Woof woof, woof woof, woof woof. Woof. Something was wrong with him. Charity didn't when she dated. He wasn't the most arrogant person, but he was charming, carried on. There was just something about Jack that she couldn't get out of her head. That's Richmond. Break there. That's why she wanted to do this. She wanted to help him for both of their sakes. Something transferred next to us there, and he moved in. Something I can see the light in his darkness. For his own destruction. The words echoed through Sophia's head. The only person. Punctuate. The only person. She was the only. Did he really care that much about her? She had to find out. If it meant risking her life, then she would do so. Terry had been waiting on me. Terry. Meanwhile, had been waiting in the main. Area all this time. She was still mad at Sophia. The fact that she wanted to throw herself into this mess of a world with no thought for it was just completely mad. Especially for someone who was average at best. She knew her entire life, her career, her social life, even risking. Also, was he really worth it? Yeah, change her. Was he worth all of this? She was not. Terry tried so hard to keep her lips sealed, trying to hold her earrings. And Sophia just went on. Intent knows she had done all she could. Hopefully she didn't have to convince them. She would soon find out. I'm doing all this. Something explained. The offer is now with you. If you wish to join us, you need any. No. If you do, you can. That's all. Thank you very much. There's something not given to you. Good choice. Very well, let me show you. And back to the basement, up the lift. Into the kitchen where the receptionist was waiting. Tria said goodbyes and they headed down the lift. They had some big decisions to make. And they had to go all the process. Come on, am I getting to the end of this chapter? heading his way, since we're in there, that was anything what's in haven't seen them. I banished the nightmare. I did what I always do. You didn't scan the car, you could have. You're lucky Luna. I wonder if you try and bring those two. Well, you wouldn't have done it if I, yeah, because I went, yeah. I wonder if we got, that's not your fault, it's mine. No, I'm trying to make the time you're sick of you. Back on. Something your mom was insistent on her about any time she had this argument. She knew what Hunter was doing and wasn't. You hope the task you spread through you. How far is it each day will be on before it consumes you? It's clear you need help with it. I'm dealing with that, any help, it's not your problem. After as a pain started running through it, a familiar pain, the Dallas was trying to talk. Take control, trying to enforce itself onto Hunter on you. He had gotten used to his pain now, but it still hurt. He fought through the pain. The pain lasted only a moment before it disappeared. Hunter shaking. He left on the train. Try and get rid. Try and remove the rest of the pain. You must have seen. She had seen the shooting from you for what it was. You left in real pain, just the negative. She was right, but he still didn't. You assumed to do something. No. And it's not a problem, I'm dealing with you, see. No. No. Did I? Yeah, I mentioned it later on. Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking for this line. They're not even the best on the list. Yeah. Because I want to imply that they're being specifically brought on for Hunter, not necessarily because they're the best skill-wise. So I'm doing, and yeah, you, and yet you work for me, so you are my. So you are going to go out there, whether it be the last time I ever see either of you. For the last time. Break it out, yeah. And may I also remind you of the state I found you in. You were bleeding, you had been attacked, you were scared. If it wasn't for me bringing you, you'd be dead right now. It was a critical mass, and she screamed. Going to compose herself, you know, when Rachel always getting a staff, she was determined, but she was also trying to be respectful. That's percent. Break that sentence. She took a few deep breaths while watching Hunter face back on the walls, speaking again. Date the new recruits, see? Yet. There are further people we could be going after, besides why can't you just go home? Because you stop pacing. You were the first name killer I brought on. It was because of you. This whole operation. Now you're the most experienced, but your talent also. You're not even shown. You're the best I have. I'm trying to warrior. Your own. We need you. he's been told. How much back? Help him train him. Hunter knew how much he was needed. He too worried about what would happen if the darkness took him. He had shouldered a lot of break that sentence up. He had shouldered a lot of the burden since the operation being. If that was left to Luna, who knew how long he could last. Blanche also knew what he was doing was right, no matter what anyone said his method was the right method. Break the sentence there. It was his darkness, he knew best how to tackle anyone and fear of it, even his boss. Nice try, but that's not going to find any tricks. I know how you're going to be. One with that silver tongue of yours. I'm not falling for it. It's fine. Yes. She sighed. He was right. No matter how convinced she was, he wasn't going to buy it. That's why she wanted to be between Rod and hopes they would have been. It was a bonkers idea, but there she left training and went to check. Maybe she got feel all depending on it. Fine. One more chapter. How big is this chapter? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we can do this. All right, let me take a quick break, and then we'll do the final chapter. Right. Last chapter for the night. Push through. Push through. Chapter 6. By the time we made it home, the sun started to set. I was there for a few years. 2 bedrooms. Living in the kitchen, separated bathroom, looks at it. Living space. Break that sentence up. Dusting hard to reach places. A few dirty dishes in the sink, but it was livable. The pair made the journey home and stopped thinking about Jack and his hunter. How she'd find him after 3 months. How she now had the opportunity to save him from the darkness. Everything around Lucas as well was. She worked to get her out of where she was today, and now she was being told to go. Both had a lot to think about. Also, I apologise if I'm rushing, but it's... I've spoken a lot today, my voice is struggling a bit, shall we say. What's that as a trip to be nice to join some superhero who one of the powerful women in the world you even dread to possess. The process of your day would take some effort. Can you listen to you? Both. We're trying to find out where to say. He was two looks in the cupboard. So, what do you think? To realise Terry was speaking to her, she was dealing with her. About what? Well, about it all now. Well, this thing. I mean, it's not that ridiculous. Break that up. Yeah, after all this time to think about it, the process she was still considering enjoying them. So we have some brainwash or something. Just take it. The kettle finished boiling as Terry did tea. Continuing to make tea. What? It sounds like a worthwhile experience, something different. It's not around. It's not. Around the world cruise you're talking about, it's risking your life on a daily basis. Well, if Jack has done it for so long, then maybe I can do it. Unless you will. May I remind you? There we go. May I remind you what you were going to face with those creatures? We saw risking every time. But I getting killed in the no, actually I don't want to do that. You were going face to face with those creatures that we saw in the courtyard, risking your life every time, potentially getting killed in a race. We're trying to do one who snuffed you 3 months ago. Not to mention you have to keep a secret from everyone you know. Break that up. Friends, family, the lot, you can tell some repercussions. And after all of that, you still think this is a good idea? Look, I'll say it again. If there's an opportunity to save Jack, it is still worth it. I still believe it. And I still use see a therapist. Both. We're now getting into the conversation. Blood. Ready to defend their viewpoint. Terry started pouring out tea for. What are you going to do there for them? Have you ever been? Yes, remember, probably 1,000. Let's really keep pick up. Chicken and roses, I mean. You know I am what I say. Because if you understand what it's like to be in love, then you might not understand. Yeah. Because if you understood what it was like to be in love, then you might understand what I'm going through right now. Truth be told, she wasn't against it, but she was so focused on her career that she never had time. Or interest for it. Had the time. Well, she was so hoping to make something. She was never. Alright, so let's say you do go through this. You become one of them in your future. What happens now? This is the end thought. She hadn't thought a lot about many of the aspects of what she was focused on was saving Jack. The silence between them grew and grew as Terry unexpectedly waited for an answer. Break up. But Sophia didn't know where she could look up and start drinking her tea with her. You haven't thought that far, have you? Taylor still didn't. Disgust. So you've got this master plan to save Jack, and you haven't even thought about the next step. This is why I keep telling you. It is a bad idea. You're being too hasty about this. You're not thinking it through fully. There we go. I don't need to think this through fully. Responded Sophia. You want me to change that? I have a gut feeling. Something just feels right. I can't explain this. So you'd ruin your life for this. You're going to die. Terry thought about Terry's question for a moment, pondering digestion before stared Terry right in the eyes and the winner answered, yes. Terry put her hands on her head and grabbed clumps. Her hand on her head and grabbed clumps of her hair in frustration. No matter what she said, she couldn't stop her best friend from going through this preposterous idea. Sophia even made it clear she would be willing to die for this. Terry was lost. She wanted to give up at the. She wanted to give up, but she was determined to stop from going through with this. Time. She just needed more time, and maybe she could find it stop. Yeah. We've had a lot. How about we sleep on Enska? Agreed. I think we started taking the pair ordered it been try to take their mind off the day's events. In the morning they could discuss all of this through and maybe then Terry would have had another plan she had. Right. The next morning Terry awoke from her slumber, still half asleep at sunrise. Slightly sketches of clothing scattered her desk. A few articles of clothing were clumped on the floor. She tried to keep her bedroom tidy, but sometimes even Terry cleaning was a pain, and after the day she had been through, she just wanted to put her head on the pillow and drift off to sleep. The day she had been through. After she means her trying to keep her eyes on me, she does that. I'm up, she might to herself. She found the time. Good. She needed a quiet start of the morning. So sure. Who knew what she was doing? The day before, break that up. The best thing that Terry could do was be as supportive as possible while Sophia to go through with this. No response came from the other side. Again, Sophie is there, so still no response. She was still in bed. She reached for the hand. Wasn't. Sophia's room. Break that up. The room was a mess. Clothing scattered all over, empty food wrappers left on the desk and the bed. While Sophia was tired, and the past few months taking quite a toll on her, and her tiredness had become less important. That would normally be important to Terry. What was concerning her right now was that there was no Sophia. She wasn't in bed, and on her desk she was never seen. Now Terry was concerned. Normally Terry was the only rise, she would be up first. The fact that she wasn't no, that reads right. She walked over to the bathroom. No, she knocked again. So, no response. She popped her head in. There was still a bit of conversation on the shower, but no silence. Terry, she must be already. She must already be. Terry assumed she must already be up if the shower glass had fogged up. She walked down the hallway to living space. The pizza box was still. The curtains had been opened. Break. Terry started to get better. She started wondering where Sophia could have gone. She grabbed her phone from her pocket and was about to call to me when a thought suddenly crossed her mind. After everything that happened, everything that Sophia said, there was only one place, the Westbourne Crescent. So a big sigh, break that up. They said they were going to discuss this in the morning instead. Sophia had just ran off without Terry, not even bothering to tell her about it. Terry had to go just run off with it. Okay, that makes sense. Terry had to go fetch her. She couldn't just abandon him. That's for another letter. So she had better know a way to get ready as quick as she could. And then I shouted to her on the basic makeup. Terry had made the journey back to Westbourne Crescent. God, this music is inspiring me. A t-shirt, a long skirt, jacket and handbag was all she needed. Then was just Terry cared about her appearance. That wasn't important right now. She had expected to soon fashion the friends would return there. Break. But there she was, back outside the black door with the gold number ready to go. I waited and illuminated the door. Break that up. I made the door open. There stood there was something in the back. Hello, Bossman. Really, is she? Yes. The black door. And she follows me down the hallway, past stairs, and through the door on the right. I did put a door in then. Hang on. I did put a door in. Cynthia Doran. To the through another door which led back into the entrance hall. Alright, that changed. Alright. Can I file that in? Oh, no. This is the bit that I need. Here we go. There we go. Sure enough, there was something. Show. I was flicking through one of her notebooks when Terry entered. I reached below a lid at the woman that was drinking. Where is she? What have you done with her? Cynthia Little from her. She went. Okay. Okay. So from her notebook. Break that up. She was meditative at some point if she wants to she's near Terry had. I wondered when you were going to turn up. It's lovely to see you. Small. Something in full display. Break that up. But Terry wasn't buying anything. She was going for. Don't play your tricks on me, you witch. Your friend, I haven't done it to her, though she has been. Will you then follow me? Cynthia got up from her desk. Not letting Cynthia out of sight. The pair went through the kitchen, down and got back into the lab there. That's Beth, also she's in Hoodie. Baxter explained to her about the system they have in place, what they've discovered about the crossing and what they're hoping to achieve. Okay. She was sat next to Bex, also in jeans and hoodie. Bex had been explained to her about the system they had in place. the system they had in place, what they discovered about the crossing, and what they're hoping to achieve. That's going to change. She had been listening intently, trying to learn as much as she could about this brand new world. And to make sure she was fully prepared to help Jack Special as soon as the door opened. Prepare to see Terry and Cynthia walk in. What? No capitalization. Sophia gave Terry a gentle smile, trying to reassure Terry, while Terry just stared angrily at Sophia, her eyes ready to pop out of the skull. Cynthia closed the door behind him and stood alongside Terry. Well, now... Dead said. Oh, I'm so done after this chapter. It's wonderful to have both of you. Excuse me, Terry snapped back. Neither of us accepted anything. I mean, well, if you're worried about it, I can assure you there's nothing wrong. She came out this morning to say she wanted to join the Nightmare Killers. That snapped on Sophia, her face one of shock, frustration, and anger. They were supposed to discuss it in the morning. Right there. The morning when it said Sophia had they were supposed to discuss this. They were supposed to talk. They were supposed to have a discussion about this in the morning. They were supposed to have a discussion. So a discussion in the morning, but instead Sophia. They were supposed to discuss. They were supposed to discuss this. Instead, Sophia had gone off and joined anyway. So let's get the first. Is that right? They were supposed to discuss. They were supposed to. Whatever. Alright, fine. Stop. So, that's alright with you, Bex. Bex said. God, thank Bex as she got up from her chair and followed Terry down the corridor. Bex. Break. So Bex turned back around to her computer and loaded the last of the small line to watch whilst Cynthia was failed there. Once they were far enough, Terry put her back to the lab and grabbed Sophia by the shoulders, trying to shout but also whisper she could not forward. What are you doing here? Like Cynthia said, I'm here to be a nightmare killer. I thought we were going to sleep on this and then I was going to spend it in the morning. I did sleep on it. No, but I decided I wanted to do this. So I came down and joined. And the discussion about whatever. Well, I already knew in mind, so that discussion was pointless. Did I worry you? Yes, when I couldn't find you, I worried about you. I care about you. I don't want you to be manipulated by a psychotic woman. Terry jumped to the sound shop. There stood Cynthia, Terry, and over both. The smile had faded and in its place was an annoyed. Was an annoyed woman, presumably because Terry called her a psycho. She had. And she was going to something about it. What do you want? That no. Yeah, you it's like someone's manipulating, someone puppeteers, everyone's doing it. Why you have no right to the comprehensive surgery that simply stared hard into the eyes. She was staring. I see Terry's soul. Both Terry and Sophia stood there in fear. Unsure. Next, break that down. Now they were truly what's called boss. Boss. Her commanding prince could petrify anyone into doing whatever she wanted. Cynthia watched as the blood drained from Terry's feet. She didn't like scowling at her. But the nation of people was in charge. Once she was satisfied Terry had gotten the message. She dropped the scale for a more calm and neutral. For a calmer and more neutral low. Dropping the cigarette. Serious. In a tone of things. Look, I understand. I understand why you may think of me as psychotic, but I assure both of you that I have done nothing of the sort. Persuasive? Yes. Manipulative? No. I have simply been trying to explain the situation that we face that you two may be convinced to join. However, both of you have every right to not join and to walk out of here and never. I'm going to actually swap them around. Not to join and to walk out of here and never come back. What I can assure you, Terry, is that Sophia here is joining us of her own accord. She came to me this morning, she explained to me why she she understands the risk that she's going to be taking, and she knows what she will be doing. This is her decision and her decision alone. Terry turned to face Sophia, the blood having returned to her face. The anger subsided. Break there. Now there was just confusion. She didn't want to believe what else was there. Is this true, Terry? Is what Cynthia's saying true? No. I know it sounds crazy. I know it's going to be dangerous. I was taking a lot of risk, but it just feels right. There was just something about Jan that felt a bit wrong. When he suddenly disappeared, it felt like a part of me disappeared. With him. When I saw him yesterday, that part of me suddenly came back. I knew something wasn't right. Jack wasn't there. He wasn't off the grid. So when he disappeared, I knew there was something else involved. Now to have the opportunity to get him back, to save him from whatever his status is, I'm prepared to do that. You want me to comma that? I means risking everything I would do. I will do that just to be with him again, okay? That's how I knew you would join, Cynthia replied. Meh. Just keep going for a sec. You know what? Give me that. Give me that. I spent 15 years and much of my wealth to find my husband. I had to know what happened to him. To be with him one more time is all I wanted. Cynthia Lani has always been a front for this. I created to fund my search for him. I couldn't rest until I found him. That's why I went for you, Sophia, because his disappearance just kept eating you up inside. And you would do anything to find out, even put your life on the line. I mean, it all sounds plausible, but still, I just don't know. By this time, Terry composed herself. But there was still a part of her that just couldn't believe was saying. Break up. That sentence. Was it that you didn't understand? Was it something they knew? Sometimes you do crazy things for people you love. Sometimes one of those was echoed around Terry's head. The people you love. She had done. She loved Sophia for starters. The time she did fashion show, she had booked in prior because you know, the event about breakup. When she drove 60 miles an hour because Sophia got stuck at a train station. She had done quite a few crazy things for her best friend. But had she ever done anything on this scale? Which we other? The emotions and thoughts raced around, trying to make sense of it all. And while it was starting to make sense, it would still take time to put the pieces together. Listen, Cynthia continued. We were about to induction there. Maybe you'd like to join us. Terry and Sophia stood there with her innocent smile. After everything Terry had said and done over the past few days, it would be for the best if she supported Sophia. She reluctantly nodded as her and Sophia followed Cynthia back to the lab and up the staircase back to the church. You may kill her. Oh, right, there's one thing I want to do. Main. That's a better. Right. This is going to look a bit weird, but I want to find all the mentions of main room. As the lab. Yeah. I just want to change all lab. Mainly spirits from main pack. Remain in the lab. That was a main. He turned around and headed off towards the doors at the Okay. Okay. How many chapters was that? Out of curiosity, how many pages was that? That was 16 pages. And I've got another 16 pages to do tomorrow. Right. That'll do. Apologies, I know Minecraft. But I need to get this done before I leave next week. Because I don't want to be doing this when I get back. I want to actually get back the story. Oh, my voice. I'm going to get rested. Thank you all. Bye.